It's Saturday morning, and so I am doing some meal prepping. I am making the protein bowls, which I shared. I don't remember when I shared it, but in a previous video, so you can find that one there. But so all my recipes, ideas that I want to share with you today have to do with the sweet potato. And I never thought I liked sweet potatoes when I was a kid. And I think that's because the only way I was ever offered them was at Thanksgiving with a bunch of brown sugar and marshmallows. And I know I don't like marshmallows. So maybe that's why I decided I didn't like sweet potatoes. Plus, I think they just get a bad rap, and a lot of people just don't like them. My husband doesn't like them. But I have discovered that I do like them roasted, and that's how all of these recipes, they all use roasted sweet potatoes. And the lovely thing with roasted vegetables is you can roast a whole bunch all at the same time, and then you have them ready to put in whatever you're making. So as just a reminder, the protein bowl, I got the idea from Cafe Zupas, and it has roasted sweet potato and roasted cauliflower, and I'm going to be working on as soon as I finish this video, roasting those this morning. And I just put some rice in my rice cooker, and I'll add it some chicken that I have, some rotisserie chicken, and then apple, grapes, and feta cheese, and I got pumpkin seed and arugula. So that'll be all mixed together. I'll have my cold stuff and my hot stuff in two separate containers, and then I'll warm up when I get to work, I'll warm up the hot stuff, and then I'll mix it all together and just all those yummy flavors. Oh, balsamic vinaigrette on top. So that's that one really quick. One other that I really like, I got this recipe from my son. It's actually from a website called Smitten Kitchen, which I recommend. I've used a lot of her recipes. She's got some good things. I think she has some cookbooks out too. SmittenKitchen.com. This one is called the Miso Sweet Potato and Broccoli Bowl. Again, you roast your sweet potato and your broccoli. And this one also has rice. You can put it over rice. Or if you want to use quinoa or some other kind of grain, it doesn't always have to be rice, whatever you like. And then you're going to it does have some sesame seeds that go on it. But here's the dressing. It's a miso sesame dressing, and this is what makes it so yummy. You're going to have a tablespoon of minced fresh ginger. I usually just use ground ginger. I just don't want it. Sometimes I don't want to mess with those fingers of ginger. Small garlic clove minced, 2 tablespoons white miso, 2 tablespoons tahini, or you can use other kind of nut butters if you don't have tahini. A tablespoon of honey, 1/4 cup rice vinegar, 2 tablespoons toasted sesame oil. I love sesame oil. And 2 tablespoons olive oil. And you're going to mix all that together in like just a little blender, or if you have that. And once everything is cooked, that will go on top with everything else. And so, yes, so I like that one. Another one I really like is chicken with apple and sweet potatoes. So again, you roast your sweet potatoes. You're gonna chop up an onion and 2 Granny Smith apples. This actually makes 4 servings, so you could share, or you can divvy them up and eat them during the week. 2 Granny Smith apples that you're going to peel and chop up. And you're going to cook the onion and the apple together on the stove in a frying pan. And then once your sweet potato is baked, you're going to add everything together along with some cooked chicken and a 1/4 cup of raisins or dried cranberries. I like dried cranberries. And then you're going to sprinkle in. You can use 1 teaspoon of fresh sage, or you can just use dried sage. 1/4 teaspoon sea salt, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon paprika. Mix it all together in your frying pan. Let it just sit and cook for a little while. And and then when it's done, I divvy that up, like I said, into 4 portions, and then I have it for my lunches during the week. Or you can serve it to your family for dinner. Okay, last one. I've only done this one once, and I did like it, but I haven't ever made it again. So that might be telling. Maybe I didn't like it as much as these other ones, but you might like it. So I'm going to share the idea with you. This one is called an overloaded baked sweet potato. Got it from Alana Muhlstein. I've mentioned her before. Really like Alana. This one, you're gonna just bake the sweet potato like this. You're not gonna chop it up and roast it like any other recipes. And you can even just microwave it if you don't want to do it in the. You can microwave. I do that with baked potatoes too. You can microwave them or you can do them in the oven. I think they taste a little better in the oven, but it depends on your time. And then you're gonna make this stuff that's gonna go on top. You add a onion, broccoli slaw, cooked turkey, ground turkey. You can do mushrooms. I probably left them out. I'm not a big fan of mushrooms. Garlic, sea salt, a little tomato sauce, red wine vinegar. You mix all that together, and that's going to go on top of your baked sweet potato, and you just eat it all up. So anyway, those are just a few ideas. How do you eat your sweet potatoes?